We can't blame these men. We are to blame.
We are to blame.
Because look, me for example, I did not do a good job.
No.
He was not controlled well enough. He went online, he started speaking.
I told you to start beating him. You didn't listen to him.
I did that once.
Yeah.
And
he called the police. She beat him one time and he called the police.
Yeah. So that's not good. But it's like, even the courage he had to call the police.
The fact that I honestly beat the shit out of my first boyfriend. He was scared to call the police on me.
Yeah.
Because...
No, but it's look, once you start beating men,
you can't
never stop.
I swear to God, one time you beat a man, you become addicted.
Honestly, seriously, guys,
I just remember
we should control these men more.
Gentlemen, this is what some men have to put up with. At least she admits it. She likes getting into physical fights with her partner. These days, the world is full of unstable women. You see a beautiful woman, but you have no idea how crazy she really is. The worst part is that society will paint her as the victim while she's the one ruining your life. Today, we're going to look at why men are rejecting relationships and why women are starting to panic. Before we get started, do us a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. That's what keeps us going. Let's get started.
Things men do in the early stages of dating that give women the ick. Number 1, asking for social media instead of your phone number. If you are interested in asking this girl out, make sure to get her phone number and not just her social media. We already know why you want the social media, to look things up, to see who she is. Do that after you get her name and after you get her number. Number 2, you haven't gone on a date yet and you're already sending good morning texts. That is just way too much. It's going to push her away. Like, women do not like that, or the majority of women do not like that. Once you form a relationship, women eat up. But if you don't even know her, do not be sending her good morning babe texts. Number 3, neglecting basic hygiene. If you show up with messy unwashed hair or dry skin, she will notice immediately. So get yourself sorted with some Base Body Works non-toxic products, like before you even think about meeting up with her. Easiest way to stand out, and you'll smell delicious. Number 4, no pet names before you guys make things official. Pet names come after, but if you're saying like babe, honey, love bug, whatever it is before you're official, you are gonna ick this woman out. And she's just going to think you're a player and walk away, especially if she's a good woman. Number 5, make sure that you're not just bragging about yourself and talking about all of your accomplishments on the first date. I know people do that when they're nervous, they're anxious, and it's because they're very comfortable talking about what they know and know themselves best, right? But if you are really interested in this girl, make sure you are asking her questions so she feels as if you're actually interested in getting to know her.
Oh, hell no!
Don't you have any responsibility when you're on a date or getting to know someone? Because all you seem to expect is for the man to do all the work. I'll tell you something, a lot of men are tired of that. That's why you're seeing more men stop chasing and start focusing on their own lives instead. These women can figure it out for themselves. If you don't believe it, watch this next clip.
Remember when I said I was 25, single, never had a boyfriend, still live at home? Well, I turn 26 next week and things just feel a lot more serious. Like a year ago, that was like a fun little tagline. It was all like jokes and giggles, like funny, haha. I don't even have a tagline for 26. Like, I don't even want a tagline. I was saying this last night, like low-key scared of 26. My new tagline is gonna be 26, moved out, moved back home. Have no idea what this year is gonna entail, but I hope it's good. I used to go into a new age being like, this is gonna be the year of this. This is going to be the year. And I don't have that for 26. I genuinely have no idea where this year is going to take me. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Last year was a big year of growth for me and just like maturing a lot and like learning about myself and all of that. I have no idea what I want 26 to be. No idea. I feel like I'm forever a 25-year-old. Like, I just feel 25 forever. 25 I really resonated with. 26 I don't think I resonate with.
Wake up. You're 26, single, back living at home, and have no direction. That's not youthful uncertainty. That's the wall getting closer, and your body already knows it. Look at this. She says it was a year of growth, that she learned about herself and all that. But her entire life is on hold, waiting for a man to come along and give her direction. After years of talking about growing on her own, it turns out she needs someone else to let her into his path. That's why I always say this. A man who's protective of his time and his life doesn't sit around waiting for anyone. That's the key to having a great relationship and an even better life.
Guys, I'm kind of tipsy right now, but I'm turning 26 tomorrow, and I just want to know who the fuck decided that once you turn 26, your kids are automatically kicked off the health insurance plan? Who? I'm sorry. Who? My opinion, if my parents want to pay for me, fucking let them. Let them. Because now that I'm being kicked off, no, they're not going to pay for it. But if this wasn't a thing, I'd be on my parents' health insurance for who knows, probably the rest of my fucking life. Like, I'm already feeling and now I have to pay probably what, $400 extra each month to pay for health insurance? Are you kidding me? That's the worst birthday present ever. It's just messed up. It's just messed up, and I don't get who decided that 26 is the year we're gonna say, you guys, you're getting old and you need to lock in. Whoever came up with that, I hope every birthday of yours is awful, just like this one is gonna be for me.
Here's another woman who expected to be treated like daddy's little princess forever. If your father doesn't teach you how to become an adult, life will, and it'll send you the bill. This type of woman expects a man to do everything for her. The only thing she brings to his life is her presence. Unless you're a man with plenty of money, women like this quickly become a burden.
Here are some things that I would cut a guy off for if I were looking for a partner. I actually love seeing these videos and everyone talking about their strict program and the petty reasons that they would cut a guy off. So of course I want to share mine, and I will give a disclaimer that I am someone who believes that for any reason, if you want to stop seeing someone, that's valid and you can stop seeing them. I don't believe in this idea that in order to break up with someone or to stop seeing someone, you need a valid reason and you need proof and receipts and all this other stuff. Any reason is a valid reason. With that being said, here are all the things that I absolutely just don't tolerate when it comes to men, especially when I am actively looking for a partner. First thing is if a guy randomly will get inconsistent, especially with his communication and especially with texting. Some time has gone by, we've hung out once or twice, and then out of nowhere, you won't text me for an entire day, and then from that point on, it's a coin toss if I'm gonna hear from you. Absolutely not. Like, we all know what that means. The next thing that I will absolutely cut a guy off for is if he tries to purposely make me jealous. This is actually a huge red flag to me. It's one of the number one things that when someone does it, I am just totally turned off from you and I want nothing to do with you anymore. I am someone who already kind of struggles with jealousy. I am someone who can get jealous kind of easily, and I hate it. I hate the feeling of jealousy. So if you are someone who is purposely going to try to trigger that emotion in me that I hate you. Not to mention when men do this, it is so obvious. They are not subtle at all, and it's icky too. If a man follows any OnlyFans accounts on Instagram, absolutely not. I'm done with you. I personally could never respect a man who at any point in time has actually sat down and put his credit card information into an OnlyFans account. No way. There's just no way. And then to bounce off of that, if a guy's Instagram following looks like he does lashes for a living, absolutely not. I truly don't care how much people will try to say, like, it's just social media, it's not that deep, da, da, da. That's disgusting. Okay, and then the last one that I think is a little bit of a hot topic one is if a man's best friend is a woman. I will not date you. I don't care. I understand for a lot of people, this is not a deal breaker. They don't mind this at all. And I don't mind at all if you have female friends. I think that's great. I actually think that it'd be kind of weird if a guy didn't have any women in his life who were his friends. But I am talking if your best friend is a woman, I am not doing that. Just no.
Hell to the no, no. Hell no.
You know, the women with the highest standards are often the ones who bring the least to a relationship. And the worst part is that many of the standards they expect from you are the very ones they have no intention of meeting once they're in a relationship with you. The rules are for you, not for them. That's why they so often end up alone. And it's true. You always have the right to walk away. If you come across a woman like that, leave and don't look back.
Women.
There's almost never a benefit to being the ride or die woman, the woman that's going to stick with you through it all, thick and thin, be there no matter what, support you when you're down. That's the woman that they lose respect for first. And think, oh, if this woman is willing to be with me at my lowest, when I get up here, I can get a different woman. I can get a better woman. I can get a woman with more self-respect that would put up with the shit that I put her through. And 9 times out of 10, if he does end up being successful or becoming this better version of himself, he's going to either leave you or cheat on you with a girl that wouldn't have never accepted him at his lowest. Instead of building a man from scratch while your life is on hold, invest in yourself, level up your career, switch to non-toxicproductsfrombase.com and focus on your own glow up. And it's so hard and frustrating because they tell us that this is what they want. They're like, I just want a girl that's going to stick with me when I'm down through the hard times. But they've proven time and time again, this isn't what they want. I'd love to be like, yeah, find someone you believe in and build together with them. But they won't do it. They won't do it. They're going to abandon you. That's why my best advice would be to never date for potential. Find someone who already has their life together and their shit figured out.
I'm not going to deny it. Some men become successful and leave the woman who stood by them. Life has a way of catching up with them. But this woman's advice is even worse than the problem. She's saying, don't support a man with potential. Wait until you find a man who's already made it. And you know what happens? That successful man doesn't owe you anything. You weren't part of his journey. So to him, you're just another woman in line. On the other hand, couples who take a chance on each other while they're still young tend to build a better life together, a stronger family, a better future, and a better relationship overall. The problem isn't supporting a man with potential. The problem is waiting too long, hoping to find a man who's already at the finish line. That mindset is exactly what's fueling the loneliness epidemic among modern women.
I have never and would never move in with just a boyfriend. I've always had like a strict rule of like move in once you're engaged at the very least, or married, honestly, ideally. To this day, I stand by that because the whole purpose of getting engaged and getting married is to like blend your lives. When you're just a boyfriend, I'm not really quite sure why I need to blend my life with yours. You should be spending enough time at each other's places and enough time on vacations or whatever it may be where you get a sense of what it would be to live with that person. But I don't agree when people are like, you need to live with them, see what it's like before you commit. Like, no. I feel like dating these days has just become like faking marriage, honestly, and where a lot of people play house and then they break up after 2-3 years of investment, and it's like, for what? This may be a hot take, but I don't believe in doing things that married people do when we're just girlfriend and boyfriend, personally.
I respect her opinion because she may have a point. But as a man, I've always believed that living together for at least a year before getting married is the smartest approach. That's how you find out who the other person really is. Because when you get married, it's not like your life or your relationship suddenly changes. It's simply a legal contract, one that can make it much harder to walk away from a bad situation without losing everything. That's why I prefer living together first. It gives you time to find out whether that person is genuinely who they claim to be, or if they've just been putting on an act. We've reached the end of the video, but before you go, here are a couple of questions for you. Why do you think the women who demand the most are often the ones who bring the least to a relationship? What would you say to the 26-year-old woman who's afraid of time passing but isn't doing anything to change her situation? If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your support means a lot to us and motivates us to keep creating more content. Stay tuned for the next video from the wall.